on stage, we just stood together and prayed for a moment, and we looked for a message in the Bible, and we read a verse from the Psalm which said, "Sing to the Lord, exalt before the Lord, make a highway for the Lord." So Shillong, are you ready to exalt before the Lord? Ready to sing His praises? Ready to make a highway for Him? Thank you. You know, our next song is a testimony of a young man. A very special young man who was a member of our band. And this song speaks of how, as a young man, he was wandering in the darkness, feeling very lonely, feeling very alone. And you know how it is, young people do not like to be alone, right? And he was feeling real sad. And then one day, he met Christ. He met Jesus, and suddenly he realized he was not alone. So can we give it up to Jesus? And this young man is our lead guitarist and singer, Alphonse Joseph. You know, back home in Kerala, where we come from, Alphonse is quite famous because he works as a music director in the Malayalam film industry. And in the year 2004, he won the Film Critics Award for the Best Music Director. But today, Alphonse is here before you, and I present him to you, a young man, a very committed Catholic, a man who set aside all of his talents to glorify God. So over to Alphonse.
in the fountain that will never cease. Oh yeah, and through the storms we found a peace that forevermore. Yeah. Now we're walking the light of Christ, no more alone. We'll be win. Where there's light, there's no darkness near. All is clear. We'll be win. Now we're walking in light. All is clear. No more alone. No, yeah, yeah, oh.
Amazing what can happen when you found the light. What's the time now? You know that's a trick question, right? Okay, I want to lead to our next song, I'll Come Clean. And as we travel around the world, we meet a lot of young people. And people say young people are not awake to God or to spirituality. Young people are not awake to the higher power. But as we travel, we meet a lot of young people who are open, who are waking up to a new reality, to a stable reality in their lives. That's why we've done this song in our album, in the album Destination Christ, and it's called Wake in Time. So what's the time? It's Wake in Time. Can you say that once again?
Wake in time.
Here we go.
I wanna break free.
Well, this world's got a way of deceiving. Better stop or you'll never be receiving. Gonna hit you like a truck on a highway stop. Now it's waking time. Can you hear the world screaming? your life's changing. Everything's a wounded and yo, stop to say. Gotta have a kind of heart of a hero. Take a stance when the world is a calling. Make a choice for the truth, never changing. Oh, to see the other crazy, crazy world, yeah. Can you see the times moving? Like it or not, your life's changing. Only you can stay unchanging. You save my soul. You have saved me from the one of this world, the one and the same empty life. And you have led me to the top of the world, to the dawn of a brand new day. Waking time, waking time. It's hard just to be in the same way when the world around is taking every new turn. Gotta call upon his name every moment, 24/7, every day, every night. Right or wrong, everyone's gonna blame it on you. Just because you never stop, I'm gonna stand up for you. Jesus said he wanted those who give him everything. Give it to God, give it to God, give it to God, get saved. Say out, feel love. We say, get across to the Savior. We say, you can have what your heart is seeking. Heart is seeking all of everything. In a time where the world's full of war, you can turn around and make it full of sunshine. Give it a try, you can never go with what's new. Turn around, look at it, have a go. You have saved me from the one of this world, the one and the same empty life. And you have led me to the top of the world, to the dawn of a brand new day. Oh, 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 oh.
Come on, come on.
Save me from the one of this world, the one and the same empty life. And you have led me to the top of the world, to the dawn of a brand new day. Waking time.
I'm sure you're awake by now. Can you turn to the person next to you and say, I'm awake, how about you? Just turn to the person and say, I'm awake, how about you? You know? When we travel around the world and I look at the people around, I sometimes say that we live in very confused times. And this is how I describe the confused times we are in. We have a lot of fat people who want to become thin and thin people who want to become fat. You have a lot of tall people who want to become short and short people wearing everything possible to become tall. You know? You have white people sitting in the sun to become dark and dark people putting all possible creams to become white. You have people with straight hair want to make it curly and people with curly hair want to make it straight. You know? And you have in countries where they don't have clothes, they want to wear clothes, and in countries where they have clothes, they shed off all the clothes that they have. We live in a very confused world, and in this confused world, you and I are called to make a meaning because we believe in Christ. And that is why we are going to bring this presentation, a presentation that we have been carrying very close to our hearts. And I'm sure most of you would not have heard this cry, because this cry comes from the land of the dead, the cry of an unborn child.
I am an unborn child, and I'm speaking to you from the land of the dead. was created in love, but killed in cruelty. When I was a fetus of just 3 months in my mother's womb, I was sentenced to death. My father became my god of death, and my mother's womb, my deathbed. Oh, how I envy each one of you the glorious life you live. I want to sing with the birds of the air. I want to dance with the lilies of the field. I want to laugh. I want to cry. I want a taste of this glorious life that was denied to me so unjustly. And today, I want to plead my case before you. It is up to each one of you to decide what is right and what is wrong. All I have left now are memories, beautiful memories of those 3 months I spent in my mother's womb. Let me live, let me walk into the sunshine, let me live, feel my mother's arms around me, feel my father's love surround me, be a part of God's creation, let me live. I'm 1 month old today, and I'm here in this warm, dark, cozy little place. I can hear a sound all around me. Is that Mother? I wonder. My mother doesn't know about me yet. Oh, she'll be so happy when she finds out I'm here. Let me live. Let me walk into the sunshine. Let me live. Feel my mother's arms around me. Feel my father's love surround me. Be a part of God's creation. Let me live. I'm 2 months old today, and I'm growing bigger every day. The biggest part of me is my heart, and it's beating. Oh, I'm so glad to be alive. Let me live. Let me walk into the sunshine. Let me live. Feel my mother's arms around me. Feel my father's love surround me. Be a part of God's creation. Let me live. Fingers and toes and my own little mouth. I'm 3 months old today. I can smile, I can frown, I can kick, I can even make a fist. Mother, I'm here. I'm alive, Mother. I'm alive. Let me live. Let me walk into the sunshine. Let me live. Feel my mother's arms around me. Feel my father's love surround me. Be a part of God's creation. Let me live. Yesterday, my mother killed me. They thought I was just a bunch of cells. Cells that cannot think or feel or hear or understand. They thought I was just a bunch of cells. Oh, how can I convey the hurt I felt when I heard about my execution? How can I convey the feeling I had when I learned I was unwanted? Who will understand the agony, the pain, and the blood when the doctor's instruments pierce my body and cut me to pieces, my little fingers. All I wanted was to live. Tell me, don't I have the right to live? Who has the right to take away God-given life? It is not something you can use to your own convenience. Remember, each one of you is alive and here today only because your mothers